Hey folks, some of you guys might remember that a few days ago we reviewed the RokitBoost OmniCharge 6-port USB charger, and now we have another variant, but this one is produced by Sentey. It's a more well-known manufacturer, at least here in the States, and this is another 6-port USB smart charger that is going to promise not to overheat or overcharge a device, but it makes for a great hub if you want to use it in the house that has multiple electronics, gadgets including tablets, ebook readers, and smartphones. It can also be used in institutions like libraries, schools, as well as in the office. It's pretty simple and easy to operate. It sells for under $35, which is again pretty much par on par with the other charger that we saw in terms of specs as well as price point, and you can get it directly through Amazon.com or through the company's website. The packaging is also quite simple. This one comes with a eco-friendly box as well that you can recycle when you're done. It's made out of cardboard, and on the inside we have just the actual USB hub itself as well as the AC adapter cable. We'll take a look at the design in a moment. Here is the aforementioned actual AC adapter cable. It's measured in at 5 feet. There's also a carrying case that we didn't see on the OmniCharge 6-port charger, and this one comes included, so you can take it with you when you're traveling. There's also a quick start guide that is pretty well documented and explains the various features of the BrioLux 6-port USB smart charger. That's all the contents that you have in the packaging. Taking a look at the design of the actual hub next, it's made out of plastic but has a soft touch rubber material, so it does feel pretty substantial in the hand. It prevents it from sliding around on any desk or surface, and that is a plus as well as an advantage it has over the OmniCharge variant that we saw a few days ago. In terms of size, it's about the same, but again, that soft touch coating makes it a lot easier to grip, and it prevents it from sliding around on a desk or onto a surface. You can see that the ports are also in a purple variant in terms of the color, which I think is kind of flashy. It also differentiates itself in terms of the aesthetics, but in terms of functionality, it's about the same. The spacing between the ports is a little bit more narrow than the OmniCharge variant. You can still plug in any standard size USB cable without any issues in terms of interfering with one another, but if your cable is a bit fatter or wider, you might run into some issues where two cables might kind of struggle to fit in at the same time. But otherwise, it's an intelligent charger that knows how many volts as well as watts your device will need, and will automatically adjust to accommodate to the power settings on your product. The other side features the standard AC adapter, and the back features some info about the company as well as the specs on this intelligent charger, and overall a very clean design. So now we have the Sentey BrioLux smart charger plugged into the wall. As you can see, there are no other LEDs to indicate that power is currently flowing through, so that's one of the only limitations as far as the design is concerned. But otherwise, again, it stays in place quite nicely because of that soft touch rubber material that prevents any sliding or resistance on a desk surface. I can then place and plug in a smartphone onto the sides into any one of the ports, and charging will begin automatically. As far as the charging rates go, they are pretty standard, so that's about 2 hours to fully charge an Android smartphone. The iPhone 6 will charge up in under 3.5 hours, and the Apple iPad charged up in under 5 hours. Those are, again, pretty good in terms of the performance, but they're not as fast as some Qualcomm-enabled quick charge technology chargers. So at the end of the day, the Sentey BrioLux 6-port USB smart charger is a great portable hub because the design and the hardware are top-notch. They feel substantial. It doesn't feel like it's going to break down over time, and the soft touch rubber is an extra touch that prevents any fingerprints, scratching, as well as moving around on a desk or a surface. You can place it in multiple different orientations, and it has quite a bit of detail to it as well with the purple tinted USB ports. I think that's a pretty cool extra. The only limitation here is the lack of a LED light as well as the slightly shorter cable length for the AC adapter, but otherwise everything else is pretty good for this price range. To learn more information about this smart hub charger, be sure to read our full written review, but for now this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS.